All right, let's go ahead and get started. Howdy, howdy, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sharkinbear, and welcome to the channel where today we're going to be checking out a game that currently has a demo over on Steam via the Steam Next Fest. This is Serum. If you don't know about Serum, Serum is a narrative-driven post-apocalyptic survival crafting game in which there's basically like an irradiated wasteland, and the only way to survive is by to keep on dosing yourself with this thing that'll let you fight basically the blight around you, but everything else in the environment has been ravaged by it. So in order to craft more serum for yourself to survive, you actually gather resources from around you, as well as making tools to defend yourself against the dangers of the wild. I'm probably not doing the summary of this game that much justice because I've tried playing a little bit, but the game is poorly optimized at the time right now, so I have adjusted a couple settings. That being said, there is still something here, and it is still enjoyable experience. So I'm going to start a fresh save, and hopefully we can get it to run fairly well for that. And then, yeah, we'll give our first impressions on that. So that being said, if you like the content and you want to see more games like Serum here on the channel, feel free to like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out. As always, I hope everyone's having a great day, and let us jump into it. I'm just going to name it Serum too. Yeah, that's fine.
Hello? Adam?
Hi, sweetheart. I'm already at the airport. We'll leave any minute now.
Did they at least tell you where you're going?
You won't believe it. We're going to the corporate lab on Madamus. I'll call you when I'm there. Hug Chris for me. Bye.
I'm worried about you. Everybody knows that a tester's work is dangerous. You shouldn't have taken this job.
Come on, sweetheart. I'll be all right. Besides, we don't have much of a choice. This is the only way to earn some cash for Chris's treatment. Hi there, champ.
Daddy! I played soccer today. I even scored a goal.
Fantastic. Shame I couldn't see it.
When are you coming back?
Soon, son. Soon.
I can't wait to see you again.
I know, sweetheart, me too. Fortunately, I'm leaving today, right after the surgery.
Surgery? Something's wrong?
No, everything's fine. They need to replace my timer, that's all. Don't worry, I'll be home tomorrow.
You'll notice that there's kind of like a little pixelated frame rate thing for the game. I did have to turn down some of the settings to get it to run at like a 60 FPS. So just know that there are plans to optimize the game, but that's going to be closer to the early access release date, according to the Serum Discord channel.
I don't have much time.
But more or less, this is still, you know, a fairly good game. It runs, like the camera movement is very smooth. And we have managed to get it to 60 FPS, just that there were some considerations whenever we did that.
Serum.
But even though, you know, the graphics of the game are amazing when it runs right or whatever, graphics aren't always, you know, they don't have to be the top of the top, you know, the cream of the crop. We want to make sure that we're playing a game that at the end of the day, it's a fun and engaging game to play, right? So we're going to go ahead and pick up our serum here. That one's basically telling us how to use the serum. If you hold down T, you can see our timer right there. We got a minute 35. If we hold down Tab, it's going to bring up a radial menu for tools, weapons, and our serum. We just hover over here, and boom. We're going to click that in there, and you'll see our timer on the top of the screen go up. As well as we pull our arm up there, we'll see that we now have 6 minutes and 20 seconds on the clock. I think you are actually gated to how much time you can have on the clock at any one time. I believe by default, you can not have any more than 15 minutes.
I hope it works.
But I'm sure that is something that can be upgraded over time.
Hello? Is there anybody out there? Hello, Richard.
Who are you? Identify yourself.
Adam Stewart. Serum Tester ID 1XC027.
Where's Steve?
He's dead.
Damn it.
So if you notice what I was doing there, There are all sorts of survival crates and stuff that are hidden around and dotted around the map. You want to try to find those. They definitely have a lot of resources in them. We are also going out of our way here. I haven't played a lot of the game, but enough to know that.
What happened?
My arms! Something strange is happening to them.
You are experiencing the first symptoms of the infection.
What infection?
I don't have time to explain. Look around. The central node building should be nearby. Can you see it?
Yes, it's in front of me.
Alright, I am going to actually turn up the audio settings ever so slightly.
Good. Inside you'll find a device with a yellow DNA symbol. It's an absorber. You'll need to connect it to your timer. This way you'll cleanse your organism.
But
Stop wasting your time. Do as I say. Then use the radio to call me back.
So before we do any of that, I'm going to go ahead and pick up the blue amarilla and a couple of these other resources that allow us to create more serum. The serum, by default, requires 3 different ingredients to make, and we're going to pick up a couple of these items here. A lot of the stuff that you pick up is actually stuff that will be recycled to make other things. So, you know, as far as I'm aware, that's the main resource of the game, is just finding stuff to recycle for yourself. We still have some timer on the clock, so I'm not going to go immediately over there, but we will be heading that way here in a little bit to the absorber he was talking about. I want to see if I can find more of these little amarilla mushrooms right here, because they are absolutely 100% necessary for keeping ourselves alive. There is a long way to being able to keep yourself alive. There is a stamina bar and a health bar at the bottom of the screen, as you can see. I'm not exactly sure what the purple bar to the left of the box thing looks like, but I'm sure we'll find out soon. Might actually turn the audio up just a bit more, at least the FX volume and the music volume, because a lot of this is definitely given away by audio clues for enemies near you, and I did actually
I think that's the thing he was talking about.
turn it down a little too much for myself. So here's the absorber. The absorber removes all negative and positive serum effects and adds 10 minutes to the timer. You connect to it by holding E. If you die, you'll be reborn at the last absorber.
So what should I do?
First of all, take the serum regularly. It'll protect you from the blight.
Where can I find it?
You'll need to produce it yourself.
How?
3 aspects are its most important ingredients. You'll find them in everything that lives. Unfortunately, that's not all. You'll need plants or even animals as well. Steve had his formula. Find it and gather the ingredients. Then use the device that should be right next to the absorber. It's a fabricator that converts organic matter into purified serum.
Alright, so, basically what he was saying was...
Shit.
Oh.
I need to hang up.
So basically, in order to learn how to craft stuff, you have to find the recipes, which is usually spread around the area via these journal entries that you find. So as you find more, you'll get ingredients, such as, in this case,
I already have some of the ingredients.
Recipe for the
What happened? Why did you hang up back
serum.
then?
Corporate security started to track us. I managed to jam their signal, but next time I may not be so lucky. We need to keep talking to a minimum.
Sure, you're the boss.
Questions?
What is this place, Richard? Where am I?
It's Ground Zero, an area contaminated with a mutagen. This is where all the cable car lines cross each other. The central node building will be your home for a while now. You better learn as much as you can about the layout and the equipment of the rooms. When you're ready, use the radio to call me. I'll tell you what to do next.
So we're going to go ahead and brew some serum. We'll come over here to the fabricator station. And this is where you're going to be able to create new serums as well as different varieties of the serum. Serum is more than just protection, it is also your weapon. There are several types of spear. You can make them the fabricator in the node using organic ingredients and aspects that you obtain from plants and animals. Each serum has effects associated with it. There are more or less useful abilities. Without some time, it may be possible to explore in an area. Effects are discovered, selected, and combined on the knowledge wheel during the serum creation process. So we come in here, hold E. By default, we're going to have our normal serum. As we get more ingredients, we'll be able to create different strands of it. And it looks like we have 5 spots to create serum. So I'm actually going to go ahead and create just one. So right there's our serum. The reason why I am choosing to craft just the one right now is because we basically get a hydroponic station, which allows us to start growing some of the ingredients for the serum ourselves. And I would like to try to place down enough plants, although we only have one of the healing plants available to us right now, to grow some more for ourselves. Let's go ahead and fuel up our generator. We're going to go ahead and press E. You're going to hold it down. It doesn't say to hold it down, but if you hold down E, it fills up your generator right here. And that'll help power different things in your base. And for whatever reason, it won't go past 87%. I don't know why it statically just stops at that one, but it might be a bug or something, but this is where it stops. The bar looks filled up, but that's where it is. We're going to go ahead and use the workbench and craft ourselves an axe. It shows us all the recipes. Looks like we need 10 metal as our ingredients right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over to recycling, and we're going to find something that's going to give us metal. So in this instance, you can see right here, if you recycle specific things, they're going to give you specific amounts of material. So I'm going to go ahead and scrap like 5 of these, and that gives us enough metal right there for that one. You then have different nodes on here, as you can see, and each one will change different aspects of your axe and modify your equipment. So for more damage, we'd need to find 6 more cans, 2 more mouthwash, 20 rags, and a blue welding electrode. And you can actually see where it would buff the different things. This would actually add blunt damage to the weapon, as well as... Wait, is that decreasing the slashing damage in exchange for what? I didn't actually really notice that last time. But then, you know, you can also repair the weapons, because apparently they do have some durability applied to them as well. So now that we have our axe, we've already, you know, activated with the generator. If we'll come over here and follow this route, we'll find our way to the hydroponic station downstairs. If you want to pull out your weapon, oh, we got a healing herb, there we go. Pull out your weapon, you want to come up here, hold down tab, and then click on the axe, you'll pull that out. I don't know if there's any critters down here. Farming, you can grow plants you need in the hydroponic station. Fill the biofuel in the generator and place the plants in the station. After a period of time, they will mature and be ready for harvest. You can speed up the growth and increase the yield by using the fertilizer you get from raising animals in the containers. If the generator runs out of biofuel, the hydroponics station will stop and working, and your plants will die. All right, so that's definitely something you want to keep in mind. Let's go ahead and get the rest of this stuff. One thing that I wish or hope that they do in the future is find a way for you to maybe highlight the things in the area. So we're going to go ahead and plant one of these. We're going to come here, we're going to plant a blue amarilla, and then we're going to come over here and plant a healing herb. And I think, you know what, let's go ahead and do one of each again. Might as well. Alright, cool. So now we have essentially 2 batches of serum already queued up for us. And it doesn't look... I saw a thing. Oh, hydroponic station. Okay. Doesn't look like we can get through here at all. I tried using axe to see if it would maybe tear down some of these walls. Doesn't seem to be the case. I hope they had some feedback to that one, because it kind of feels not great whenever you swing at things and there's not even like a ting of, you know, why does it have this still hovered with? Let me go back here, because for whatever reason it didn't trigger the fact that I totally messed with hydroponics. You can
Richard,
There we
I
go.
did what you told me. What now?
You need to come to my lab in the canyon. It's the only safe place.
How do I get there?
In Ground Zero, you'll find gates to sectors known as biomes. The problem is, the entrance to the canyon is blocked. You'll have to use the cable car. Unfortunately, it needs to be activated first.
Oh, can't be too easy, can it? What do I do?
First of all, you'll need to find Steve's access card. It should be somewhere in the node. Next, power up the cable car. You'll find the generator in the station building.
And then what?
One thing at a time. Do what I said. Then I'll tell you what's next.
Luckily for us, we
I'd
already
rather
found the cable car or the
Hello?
thing.
Richard? Oh, prick. Richard, come in. I turned on the power. What do I do with the access card now?
Find a card reader in the cable car cockpit and put the card inside it.
So running up to the top and activate the cable car.
That didn't work.
It will work when you start up the cable car stations in the forest and swamp biomes. It's like a system of interconnected vessels. That's how you'll power up the canyon gate. By the way, you'll obtain a means of transport between biomes. You already know how to activate stations. You'll need power and access cards that belongs to the biome engineers. You'll have to find them.
I'll be damned. That's all?
No. The canyon gate is only opened with a special code. For security reasons, it has been divided into two parts and linked with biome engineers' DNA. Each engineer has only one part of the code. All parts need to be retrieved from their timers.
So, whether I like it or not, I need to find these friggin' engineers.
What's left of them, more probably. Biomes are contaminated with a mutagen. A couple of years ago, the Serum essence was released into the environment due to an accident. Most employees died instantly. Some survived, only to change into mindless monsters shortly afterward. Since then, the biomes are sealed off.
And I'm supposed to get in there?
You are one of the few who have immunity. The mutagen won't kill you. It won't permanently alter your DNA structure either. At most, it will make your life a little bit more difficult.
I'm not particularly fond of things that make my life more difficult.
I'm beginning to regret saving your ungrateful ass. Do you want to survive?
Yes.
Then do what I say and go to the biomes.
What will I find there?
It's difficult to predict. Be ready for anything. The survivors lived in safe zones known as refuges. They had absorbers and fabricators there. You'll be able to use them.
And these engineers, how do I find them?
You'll need to search the biomes they managed. Get in touch with me when you enter the biomes. I'll tell you where to look for them.
Alright, well now that that's out of the way, we can finally get ourselves going towards the first biome. So it says to complete this puzzle, but the puzzle is already completed for some reason, in the sense that you start it up, boom, you instantly solve the puzzle. So we're going to go ahead and activate this door, and then allow us to get to the first biome, which I believe is the forest biome. As you can tell, there is a real big emphasis on the narrative here. Which, you know, more often than not, we usually get survival crafting games that don't touch enough on the narrative. So you can grab those items, and in this box, nothing in the box. And now we are in the forest
You
biome.
there, Richard? I went through the gate marked with the Roman #1.
It's a woodland biome, a forest. You'll find the remnants of the fauna research station there. Todd Bachman was a biome engineer.
Where should I look for him?
Start at the refuge, then search the station building. Call me when you find him.
Alright. And so
And
now,
one more thing.
oh,
Look for formulas. The survivors learned how to produce various types of the serum. They called them stimulars, and they used them to obtain skills that may prove useful to you as well. Good luck.
and so like that, we're on our own. We gotta be careful of this green stuff right there. That is a toxic cloud thing, light essentially, and we actually can get resistance to that. But first, we're gonna need to get ourselves some ingredients, because that's actually one of the main objectives of this next part. Whenever we try to reach the refuge, I believe. No, not the refuge. The area after that. We also will have to start coming into close combat with the fauna in the area. I believe the first enemy we're going to deal with are some rats, believe it or not. Rataraks, maybe? Can't remember the name of them. We'll be fighting them soon enough. But while we can, let's go ahead and pick up these ingredients here, so we can make ourselves even more stuff. If you listen to the sound that cues up, you'll be able to start hearing the music that cues up monsters being nearby. We'll do a quick turn to make sure we're not being ganked by anything. Combat feels a little loose. Hopefully they'll tune up the feel of swinging at enemies or the impact, because as of right now, that's also a little, not great. Definitely room for tuning. There are other forms of combat or other weapons in the game. This axe isn't particularly good for melee fighting. Right now, anyways, at least its base form. We're going to go inside that building, but for just a moment, we're going to pick up all these goodies while we're here. Let's see, we're there. What was that sound for? Alright, so we're here at the refugee camp, and we're gonna find ourselves our first little rat enemy. Where's he at? Is he in this back room? Did he wander downstairs? There he is. We gotta be careful, because we are facing our first enemy, big enemy, the Duller. For whatever reason, he chooses to go up and down the stairs here. You can't actually, I guess, leash them out of something. There we go. Well, luckily we didn't actually take all that much damage from either of these fights. Because the Duller can definitely deal a significant amount of damage to you if you're not watching out. What do we got here? What was those? What were these things? Can we open up our inventory? Tedderat's abscess and Tedderat's thyroid, Duller's cerebellum, and the Duller's kidneys. Alright, we'll go ahead in here, and if we look around, we'll find all sorts of things, like the recipe for the spear. Some scrap, and we can also look around for other items as well. I hope we get a flashlight, because honestly, it can get kind of dark in some of these areas, honestly. We got a blue welding electrode, as we know that is used for increasing damage on the axe, if I remember correctly. Got some cloth there, some wires. I'm hoping that one of those we get to create is a flashlight soon enough. And we are done with this basement, I believe. We'll go back upstairs and we'll scavenge the refuge a little bit here. And then what we really need to do is, I actually know what we need to do, which is find a couple of more of those rats and beat those rats in, their heads in, because they are going to give us a necessary component to make a serum that will fight blight. And our main objective for the story of this demo is actually requires us to get that, so that we can traverse blight. So let's see if we can dip around here a little bit, see if we can find any more rats. Looks like we have a couple of these bugs over here. What's that over there in the distance? Those are rabbits. We definitely want to take an opportunity to go to the, back to the base soon. Because the base is actually going to allow us to create the spear. Alright, so those are dead. Got any more enemies over here at all?
Oh, I need the serum.
Go ahead. Increase that timer for that.
Good.
Can we get in here at all? Doesn't look like it. Oh. Maybe from the top? No? Okay. I was hoping maybe there'd be a way to get inside there. What about the car? Did we check the car? Make sure we collect all this jazz. And we know we have 5 minutes left, so we'll definitely have to make our way back to the base soon enough. I was just hoping that maybe we could find another rat so we can make a blight serum. Let me go this way. There's something coming at us. Maybe. Or I could be wrong, I guess. Oh, looks like we have a couple of these. These are fog wolves. And I find it just easy to circle them. We are running out of stamina, so we gotta be careful. So that's one down. So we killed 2 fog wolves. It did get kind of crazy there, but we completed them. We also got some of its blood. I don't know if that's going to help us with much of anything, but we'll find out when we get back to base. And so with that, let's go ahead and head on back. You were overloaded. I didn't actually know you could get overloaded. Maybe that's what the heavy breathing was about. Added a note about the maggots. What's our timer looking like? 3 minutes? Yeah, no, we got plenty of time to make it back to the base. So, being overloaded, I can see how that could be dangerous, though, because of the fact that there's actually a dodge button, which is the same thing as a sprint, but if you hit the sprint at the same time you're moving sideways, it'll do like a little side hop. It doesn't seem like you can do much of that if you have over encumbrance. I'm already overloaded. Might as well take the rest of that. I'm hoping that when we get back to the base, we can find it. That the wolf blood gives us immune to the blade. That'd be pretty great. As far as I know, the rat is what gives you that. But since you can combine several different things, maybe the wolf's blood or fog wolf will also do the same thing for us. So I guess it's a good way to find out, right? And look at that. Is this something we can pick up? Oh, almost back at the base, and we still have 2 minutes on the clock. So we are making great time. And because of the fact that we picked up a lot of ingredients for the serum, we're also not in any concern about running out of juice, essentially. And it is first and foremost that I needed to point out that you do, in fact, you will never, in fact, get rid of this timer. This timer is a core component to the game. This was actually asked on the Discord, and I feel like that's also prevalent to point out, as that you will have to deal with the timer for the rest of the game. And it looks like we do not have a Tantarat King Liver, so we don't have that. Can we create a new serum? Instant recovery, slashing resistance movement. It doesn't look like we have much. Let's see. Hold down. Toxic mist. Did I? Okay. So it's not, we're definitely gonna need
Nothing here.
Yeah, we don't have enough resources for that. And so I'll go ahead and craft 2 of those, and then we'll go downstairs and we're gonna craft ourselves the, might as well take it downstairs before we do anything. And craft ourselves the spear. Give us a little bit more distance on our weapon. Doesn't look like we can give any more power to our generator. But maybe we need... Oh, we need biofuel. That's what it was asking us about. I was actually wondering about that because I thought it was maybe like a charge to do stuff. Let's go ahead and give ourselves like 50 of this. What is this? Electronics? Give ourselves electronics. I don't know why it would ask you to do... So, a necro bug. That's going to give us, what was that? Bio? No, that's resin. Let's see. Ooh, looks like these make excellent, biofuel, those maggots. Oh, wow. Dolor cerebellum? Nice. Okay, so you definitely want to make sure that you're getting the parts from the bugs to make your stuff.
Nothing here.
Don't really know what the stick is going to give us. Perfume is going to give us solvent. Mouthwash. We're going to hold on to the mouthwash. And vinegar. It's more solvent, right? Yeah. Cans. We needed cans for something. Which I believe was the... I believe that was for the... upgrade on the spear. So now we have the axe. So now we have a spear. Let's see. Cans, wireless, wires, radio, laboratory solvent, serum container. Well, all right then. Well, now we have that, and we can also fill up this. Should have enough to fill this up. That's why it stopped it, without filling all the way up to 100. I get it now. So I'm going to come up here. I'm going to stash away some of my stuff here, because we do not need to store. Oh, we don't need to have all of this in our persons. Is there a way to quick move? How do I do this? Can I... It doesn't look like you can mass move stuff, which is kind of a bummer. If you can, I don't know what you're supposed to do about it. Oh, but it looks like your boxes also have a finite amount of space. I am so clueless as to why it won't let you like mass move stuff. Hopefully that's something we have more interpretation on. Weight wise, it looks like everything else is fairly light. I would actually like to store these. Yeah, cans seem to be pretty heavy. I'm gonna go ahead and hit the absorber, just to get 10 more minutes on the clock, and then we will head on to follow the cable line. Unfortunately, because we didn't find any of the Tedderat's King's livers, we're gonna probably end up having to come back so we can craft the blight potion. But that's okay. I can get to that part of it too. Also, I think there's a timer for this demo. Maybe. I think that's what it is. The 32 minutes at the top, but we'll see. Because it looks like maybe it gives you about an hour total for the demo, but we'll have to see on that on ourselves. So we need to make our way to a place where we can find a Tedderat. I'm going to keep on picking up all this stuff while we can. I wonder if maybe we go back past this refuge if we'll find some Tedderats back here. Because we went out that way, but we didn't go like directly ahead of us. We do have to be careful though when we find Tedderats because they do tend to have range attacks and can poke you back pretty good. Anything back here? Doesn't look like it. Our main objective is this way, but we're not going to be able to hit that main objective unless we get the ingredient to help us fight the toxic mist. Can we walk under this bridge? You do have to be careful in the demo as well. This is a game that will be out in early access, so this isn't like a full release product when it comes out. But I have found a couple of locations on the map where... Oh, we're moving in front. Over here. Oh, there's a Tedderat. Alright, so that's one. That's two. I think. Did I kill two of them? Yes, I did. Let's see. Those both gave us the same thing. We did take a little bit of damage. Some sort of damage indicator of which direction you've been hit from would also be nice. Oh, my nose is itchy. There's a fog wolf over there. If I don't have to fight him, I'm not gonna fight him. Oh, but this wolf... Did we hit him? Where'd he go? Oh. Oh, the spear didn't work. Man. Ah, no. Where are they at? Where are they at? Oh, that was something else. What the hell is that? I don't know what that is. That is a... Oh! That looks like a giant Tedderat. Is that our Tedderat King? Alpha Tedderat. And I'm swinging like crazy. He's dead. That looks like our thing. I didn't actually know that That's the Tedderat's King liver. All right, we have the thing to fight the radiation. That's good. Are there any other Tedderats around here that we have to worry about? I hear combat sounds. Lots of dead people over here. I think I'm about to head. Oh, that's a door. But it's closed, obviously. All that rubble's in the way. I think we need to run. Oh, there's Tedderats here. I don't really want to fight them anymore. I actually just kind of want to go home with my mommy. So I'm actually going to run on all the way back to our home so we can make our toxic mist serum. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's a lot of rats. And they can hit us hard. Do I take fall damage from going into this? Are they following us? Okay, we lost track of them. There were a lot of Tedderats on that bridge. Like swarming everywhere. Alright, we got 30 minutes on the clock. I think we can make it back in time to make our toxic mist blight resistance serum. We got 3 of those livers, and it only takes 1, I believe. So that means that we have time to essentially make 3 serums for ourselves. We got 4 minutes on the clock for our normal serum, and we already have 2 backup serums. So we're in a really, really good spot. I'm glad I'm actually able to play this on some level. Even if it's at a lower fidelity, hopefully the optimization part comes pretty soon. Because I meet all the recommended requirements. I only have a 3070 on this computer, but I believe 3060 was the recommended, and minimum was like a 1080 maybe? Something like that? I don't know. Can I? No, we can't sleep. Looks like we can only sleep while we're dead. Let's go ahead and come to the fabricator. And we're going to go ahead and craft 3 of these. Can we, what is this? Leap of destruction? A powerful long jump combined with a powerful attack, it's damage and stuns all enemies located near the landing spot? The hell does that mean? Did I create a new serum? Okay, so I guess this needs 10 body, 10 soul, and 10 spirit in order to make it. Yeah, okay. Did we get any recipes from when we were at the refuge earlier? Can I make first aid bandages? It does not look like it. We got a minute 30 left. Oh. There's a note here too. So I assume the skills from that thing, like the leap of destruction or whatever, that goes on the 1, 2, 3 key down there, but we don't have access to this right away. So if I want to use toxic mist 100%, okay, cool. So that's 1, 2. Okay, cool. Alright, so we have all we need. Oh, and the absorber actually heals us as well, so we're at 100% health, which is really nice. So let's see if we can make our way over to the cable car. So we want to make our way to the cable car. We'll just follow the cable car line, essentially. We'll head back over to the original refuge over here and make our way down river. And that's essentially going to get us to where we need to be. Just ran past some mites there. I didn't really see the need to have to try to fight them. There's a whole bunch of stuff to explore on the map too, but I'm trying to complete the objective because I haven't made it that far yet. But obviously, over gameplay demo, you can take different avenues to try out different things. Do want to be careful here because last time I had to fight a boar. He's got big ones. Oh, I think I see him over there too. But I'm not going to try to fight. I'm going to try to make my way up the hill here. Looks like there's some sort of gas station over there. There's the bridge over to the right where we saw a whole bunch of Tetherats. I'm not going to concern myself with that. Although I do know there's resources on the roof of that building over there. There's some mice as well. I think I heard a Tetherrat shooting his shit at me. But I am going to aim for the objective. Luckily we didn't aggro any enemies there. And where's our cable line? Looks there. There's our cable line right there. I hear noise. Don't see anything. There's a boar. Noise, the music is very aggressive. Luckily, it seems for us that we have made it out of harm's way. I am trying to be very cognizant about what's around us. And here is the toxic mist. So let's go ahead and throw on one of our protections.
Richard mentioned stimulars.
Wait a minute. Why am I taking damage here? Whoa! Was that the end of the demo? Did I... Was that it? My save is gone. Okay, I still had 20 minutes on the clock. And we were making it through the mist using the toxic mist serum. And I don't know if I was dying or not. Okay, well, if that is where it ends, that's kind of it's kind of terrible. I can throw on this save right quick. Did I have enough stuff in here? Looks like a couple of things are having a problem loading. I don't have the King's Tetherrat stuff over here to make anything. Oh well. Well, that just means we can explore a little bit. Wonder what's over here. That's kind of a bummer. I was hoping that we could at least get the cable car started and like move back towards our base, but I guess that is not part of the demo. Looks like we have some stuff over in this direction. We can at least do some mild exploring. Maybe something to be used for later. Doesn't look like we have much of anything over here. Just more resources to take. Let's see in there, but there's nothing over there. And we have ourselves... Oh, maybe this would be access to another biome. There is, after all, a cable car thing here. So I assume maybe this is a direction for another thing. Oh, well. Alright, well, I'm actually going to go jump off of here and go do some investigations to see exactly if I was right, if that was actually the end of the demo. I assume it is. It just kind of ends abruptly all of a sudden. Usually, if it had been a death, like as in I had died, you would actually just pop up next to the absorber there inside your refuge or your base right here. Because I have died before. It's very possible to die. But we didn't show up right next to the absorber. We just got a wish list screen. So I am going to assume that that is the end of the demo. So that being said, if you like the content and you want to see more Serum here in the future on the channel, feel free to like and subscribe here on the channel. Definitely when the game comes out, it's definitely one that I'm going to be checking in on. I'd like to see what the narrative flow goes, and I want to see, you know, us get to another refuge. That being said, you guys take care, and I will catch you all in the next video. Later.